This is the second video in the All the Lines series. If you haven't already, watch the first video on the East Rail Line. The Tuen line, the latest change to the MTR network, has opened in its first phase. The Tuen line Phase 1 runs from Kai Sha to Kai Tak with interchanges at Tai Wai and Diamond Hill. When the line is completed, it will be the longest line on the MTR at 57 kilometers and also the line with the most stations, 27. However, the current section is only 17 kilometers long and runs from Kai Sha to Kai Tak, with the complete journey taking around half an hour to complete. This line has incorporated the former On Shan line, which ran from Kai Sha to Tai Wai. This line was replaced by the Tuen line on the 14th of February 2020. Contrary to all other forms of rail and road transport in Hong Kong, which operate on the left, trains of the Tuen line run on the right. The On Shan line was built this way to allow easier interchange with the East Rail line in Tai Wai, allowing commuters from the On Shan New Town to access urban Kowloon areas easily. When the line is opened completely, the train directions will be maintained till the future To Kwa Wan station, where the directions will be swapped to allow the merger of the West Rail line. Originally, 4-car trains of the SP 1950 series ran on the On Shan line. However, these were all converted into 8-car trains in anticipation of the Tuen line. In response to this, platforms at all stations were extended to 8 cars. Newer CRRC Changchun EMUs have also been put into operation. Our journey starts in Kai Sha, the northern terminus of the Tuen line. The station was originally planned to be called Li On Station after the nearby Li On estate. Unlike most of the stations of the MTR, Kai Sha does not have any turnaround tracks, so once a train terminates here, it will swap drivers and continue in the opposite direction. The next station is On Shan, the namesake of the former On Shan line and the On Shan New Town. The On Shan New Town is located on the eastern bank of the Shek Mun River, under the shadow of the twin peaks of On Shan. On Shan literally translates to Horse Saddle Mountain, which is because of the shape that the twin peaks form. Standing at 702 meters tall, On Shan used to be mined for iron because of the high purity of the rocks there. The undisturbed natural area on the mountain also hosts a flower which is native to On Shan and is only found in On Shan and some limited areas in the surrounding region. The On Shan Country Park also hosts the Indian muntjac, a deer species native to the South Asian region. They make a strange bark when they are scared, giving them the nickname barking deer. The next station is Heng On Station, named after the nearby Heng On estate, the first public housing estate in On Shan New Town, completed in 1987. Like all stations on the On Shan line, this station was originally built with platforms accommodating 4-car trains, but with the option of expanding the platform up to 8 cars. Next up is Tai Shui Hang Station. Tai Shui Hang was originally planned to be named Chevalier Gardens after the housing development nearby. Tai Shui Hang, like the other stations of the former On Shan line, has been built on land reserved from the planning of the On Shan New Town. The line then passes through a viaduct squeezed between the Tate's Cairn Highway on the way to Shek Mun Station, which is relatively much further away than the other stations on the line. This station, along with other stations on the line, were retrofitted with automatic platform gates in anticipation of the Tuen line. Shek Mun, literally Stone Gate Station, is named after the nearby stone quarry in Turret Hill, just northeast of the station. The next station, City 1, in sharp contrast with the previous, is the shortest distance between any two stations on the Tuen line, by just over 500 meters. In addition, in between these two stations is a third track, a railway siding which can be used to easily store unneeded trains or to move a train out of the way in case of a breakdown. City 1 Station is named after the nearby housing development City 1 Sha Tin. In the planning stage, this station was tentatively called Yung Chau Kok Station. The next station is Sha Tin Wai. Named after Sha Tin Wai village, this station was originally called Sha Kok Street during planning. Sha Tin Wai village was established by the Tzu, Cheng, and Lam clans in the mid-17th century, each with their own ancestral hall. The village was originally built on the Shek Mun River channel, As a consequence of successive land reclamation of the former estuary, it is now separated from the Shek Mun River by Sha Kok Estate. Next is Shek Kung Temple Station. Named after the famous Shek Kung Temple, this station is the first station on our journey that is not built with an island platform design. The roof of the station has been converted into a garden and tennis court for the nearby The River Park housing complex. Shek Kung Temple Station is the least used station on the Tuen Ma line, apart from Kai Tak, because of the lack of commercial and residential development there. Planned to be called Sha Tin Wai Station, the station was eventually named after the Shek Kung Temple nearby, even though actually Tai Wai Station is closer to the temple itself. The temple is dedicated to the Shek Kung general who fought in the Song dynasty. There is also a legend that an epidemic was sweeping through this community, but on the day the temple was built, the virus vanished. The next station is the second oldest station on the Tuen Ma line, Tai Wai. Opened in 1986 for the development of the Sha Tin New Town, Tai Wai Station is an important station of the Tuen Ma line because of its interchange with the East Rail line. Before the opening of the Tuen Ma line, passengers from the On Shan line would all disembark here to board the East Rail line to Kowloon, where commuters could interchange to the urban Kwun Tong line. This led to the section between Tai Wai and Kowloon to be called the Sardine Fish section because of the way commuters were packed onto the trains. Tai Wai literally means large wall or large village, named so because of Chik Chun Wai, the oldest and largest village in Sha Tin. Next is Hin Keng Station, the newest station on the line along with Kai Tak. Named after Hin Keng Estate nearby, it is a simple elevated station with one street exit. This is also the only station on the line without air conditioning. Ventilation and airflow through the station's architecture maintains a comfortable environment inside the station while reducing electricity usage. This, along with a green roof, natural lighting, and fins used to reduce solar thermal gain, make this one of the MTR's greenest stations. Hin Keng Station, along with Kai Tak Station, also has a smart customer service center. The train then passes through the Lion Rock Tunnel to get to Diamond Hill Station. On this section of track, the train reaches its highest operating speed of 120 km an hour. On Shan Station was planned to be built here just before Diamond Hill, but this did not come to fruition because of the difficult terrain in the region. The train then arrives at Diamond Hill. Diamond Hill has silver tiles in the shape of diamonds as decoration. This station is an interchange station with the Kwun Tong line. These platforms are linked with the Kwun Tong line's platforms with a passageway. The Diamond Hill name does not come from the area's geology, but is instead an incorrect translation of the Cantonese name Tun Sek San, which can mean either diamonds or to mine rocks. The area was known to be a stone quarry before urban development, a possible reason for the Diamond Hill name. The train then continues to its terminus Kai Tak Station. This station is located on the site of the former Hong Kong International Airport, which has been dismantled and is now the site of many construction sites for future residential developments. Because of this, Kai Tak Station is currently very empty. Kai Tak has 2 platforms, but because this is the temporary terminus of the Phase 1 of this line, only Platform 2 will be used, with a crossover track used to switch train directions. This marks the end of the Tuen Ma Line Phase 1. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check again later for more videos, because we aim to cover all 11 lines of the entire MTR network in this series.